So welcome to this video where we are going to discuss all the FNO sectors, and definitely, or I'm going to discuss it on an alphabetical order starting from A to Z, and let's do a quick analysis, right? इसके जो भी analysis है it was already extensively done over the weekend, और वो video आपको upper right hand corner में मिल जाएगी और वो video आपको इस video के end में मिल जाएगी. So there I have discussed each and every company and each and every levels which we would be interested in, and that's also sorted alphabetically. So in case I miss out any company which you are interested in, please have a look into that particular video and you are going to get an idea. We are going to keep this video short, within 10 minutes. So of course I will only be talking about the companies जिसमें मेरी बहुत सारी interest है. So any company just like Aarti Industries, it seems like there are positions getting added in the lower sections, and so Aarti would definitely be one of the companies जिसको हम अपने radar पे रखेंगे. हमारा target ACC और अंबुजा सीमेंट दोनों में ही था over the weekend, and both of the companies they were able to meet our respective targets, and also UltraChem. ये तीन companies मैं बोला था कि आज steel sector cement sector would be one of the companies जो आज चल सकती है, and definitely आज सब sectors ही चली है, but definitely we were concentrating on those ones. Going forward, Ambuja Cement seems 420 is a good resistance, and अगर ये 420 के ऊपर closing देती है then I would be more interested. Ashok Leyland also was able to hold the level of 120, and then it is trying hard to move forward. But there has been some some selling from higher levels, so going forward हम यही देखेंगे कि अगर ये is able to maintain this levels. कल हमने Apollo Tyre पे बात की थी, and we talked about how this is a weak structure and a very important 200 above 210 closing is important, और वो आज आ गई. So going forward maybe जो भी weakness इसमें होनी चाहिए थी, especially below levels of 205, वो अब तक वो अभी लग रही है टल गई है. Apollo Hospital is the trade. I mean, you have to definitely Apollo Hospital, आपको ये trade आपको करना ही है, and you have to keep this, and definitely 5,000 and above is definitely going to be the target. Very beautiful structure, and I really with every day it's just a ticking time bomb, and going forward Apollo Hospital is the trade. Similarly, Astral is also one of the trades which I am very much interested in, and these are the two big companies. AU Bank में भी अच्छी 1300 के ऊपर closing है, so these things are always there, but I really don't want to make this video longer. Axis Bank भी बहुत अच्छा है closing the end. Definitely going forward it seems like there's a lot of buying interest, so going forward the levels of 800 should be achievable in Axis Bank, which would be all-time high for Axis Bank. कल हम Bajaj Finserv और Bajaj Finance में बोले थे. Now let's start with the B sections. So हमारे लिए अभी तक जो ट्रेड्स आई हैं, अंबुजा सीमेंट की क्लोजिंग ट्रैक करेंगे, आरती इंडस्ट्री को ट्रैक करेंगे, एपोलो हॉस्पिटल एंड एस्ट्रल, दीज टू ट्रेड्स हमको लेना ही है. And of course Axis Bank तो है ही with any strength in Bank Nifty. Similarly with the B, हमने कल बोला था कि between Bajaj Finance and Bajaj Finserv try to go for Bajaj Finance, और इसकी लॉजिक में उस वीडियो में आप देख सकेंगे जो मैं मेंशन किया, मैं वीकेंड में किया था, and this is exactly what happened. Bajaj Finance gave a much better move compared to Bajaj Finserv. Balakrishna Industry is also trying to consolidate and try. I think Balakrishna Industry is going for 2200 levels, and definitely अगर Nifty में strength है, and if the companies are not able to perform, so there is inherent weakness as in you see in Balakrishna Industries, but I think we should now be going towards the trend positive है, so we should be more concentrating on the positive aspects. Bata India is definitely one of the companies जो आज all time high बनाई है. We were talking about Bata India from these levels at 1700, जब तक ये closing below that, उसकी below closing नहीं आ रही थी, we were creating positions, and today it made an all-time high. Similarly, Bharat Forge also gave us a very good closing, and maybe Bharat Forge is also one of the trades we would be tracking for tomorrow. 750 above closing is very good. It seems like their positions getting added in the long. Let's see how it moves, especially after 12 p.m. tomorrow. If it is able to move forward from 770 region, that would be interesting. Bharti Airtel, मैं just एक वीडियो पोस्ट किया हूँ, वो वीडियो आपको इस वीडियो के एंड में मिल जाएगी, और you can also find it in my channel. So I've already discussed why Bharti Airtel is one of the counters जिसको मैं ट्रैक कर रहा हूँ. Other than that, Biocon में अच्छी closing आई है, and together with that Britannia is also going towards 4000 हमारा target है. Today it was able to go towards 39 1.95 levels, so it's very near to our targets, but definitely this is a very strong momentum, and so going forward there can be a good move in Britannia. The good thing about so with this we end the B section. The good thing only about the Britannia, and we will see in other FMCG stocks, is these are also moving together with the market. Normally ये होती नहीं है, so this actually showcases there's really good strength in the market. Now for C section, Canara Bank, I have already discussed why this is one of my favorite picks for a positional trade. वो वीडियो आपको अपर राइट हैंड कॉर्नर में आई बटन में क्लिक करने से मिल जाएगी, और वो आपको वीडियो के एंड में भी मिल जाएगी. Have a look into it. I have discussed why Bharti Airtel, why Canara Bank are important and interesting for me. COFORGE, ये हमने डिस्कस किया था. is actually giving a very good structure, and definitely अगर आप देखो कि the COFORGE has been making 5000 levels को maintain कर रही है, and ये हमने COFORGE, नौकरी as well as Mindtree, ये तीन companies हम last कुछ sessions से हम discuss कर रहे हैं, and so COFORGE, it seems like also there are positions getting added, and hopefully if 5000 levels are not breached, then we can see new good move in COFORGE. So this is also one of the trades which we want to have. Other than that, Coromandel, it ended at day's high, and until and unless 800 के ऊपर closing आती है, we won't be looking into it. CUB also was able to close above 150. This is good. Concord was able to close Concord का 700 levels. हम लोग Concord के reversal we were talking about in these particular days, that it is able to hold the levels of 650, and आज आप देखते हो from 650 it was able to go towards 680 plus, and it gave a closing very near to 680. So going forward 700 might be achievable. Similarly, Cummins Industries, Cummins India is one of your trades, and the good thing about Cummins in India is it was able to go towards this level of 1000, and it seems like their positions getting added. Very good up move आई थी, and then it was consolidating. So I think going forward अगर ये levels of 1105 110 ये levels को अगर break करती है, so there will be a very good breakout trade opportunity. So with this we end C and D. Deepak Nitrite, very powerful move. आज 2200 के ऊपर अच्छी breakout दी, and we had discussed this, how this was in a box, and so going forward you can see why Deepak Nitrite was discussed over the weekend, and आज ये 2200 के ऊपर break करके बहुत अच्छी closing दी है. Going forward I would expect it to consolidate, and that would be a good opportunity. Divis Lab, आज हमने ये trade लिया था, and you can see if it broke 5000, and from there it just kept on going and made a new all-time high of 5133 levels, और ये 5120 पे closing आई है. Going forward I would definitely want Divis Lab and Deepak Nitrite to consolidate, and that would be more confirmation. As of now I really don't have any position in Deepak Nitrite. So other than that, of course, as I mentioned earlier, जब मैं Britannia discuss कर रहा था कि Dabur was all the FMCG sectors were able to move, and they were able to close at day side, so which actually showcases there is a good strength in the market overall. With this, let's come to E. E में Scots was one of the trade we took in the morning. I also tweeted. मैं इस दिन से tweet कर रहा हूँ कि 1380 is a strong resistance and tough resistance. ये कल भी वहाँ से revert back करके it closed at day's low, and today also it went towards 1379, and from there it closed at 1360 levels. So going forward, I think until and unless the levels of 1350 is breached, you can safely assume that a very good move towards 1400 is coming, and definitely this is अगर ये 1380 1384 इस levels को अगर breach कर पाती है on an opening basis, then definitely this is going for 1400 levels. So with this we end E. Excite is also one of the reversal candidates we discussed over the weekend, and now you can see it was able to give a closing about 160. So this is also looking good. So let's see how this moves. Other than that, let's start with G. G में Gale was able to close above 145. It has been dancing between 150 and 145 for some time now. So let's see if it is able to even give close above 150 tomorrow. Other than that, you have granules. It seems like there are positions getting added, and it's after a good downturn, ये 330 levels को maintain कर रही है and it's bouncing over here. The moment it will be able to close above 350, we would be much more interested in this particular stock और हम अपना positions बनाएंगे. Godrej Property is also facing resistance at 1500 levels. ये जब इस दिन में थी तब से मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि ये there was a lot of discussions in the TV by experts to add Godrej Properties for long. I was the person who said don't long, this is weak, and from there you can see there was a minor downfall. But the thing is, if you are long over here, then either in the cash, then your money is stuck and you have not gained any much over the last 8-10 sessions, whereas you could have invested in some other companies. क्योंकि हमारी जो resources होती हैं वो limited होती हैं, and as a result of which we should be only going for sheer short trades rather than blocking our money. Godrej Consumer Products weekend को discuss किए थे for our target of 1100. ये exact 1100 बनाई, and then it closed at 1085 levels. So going forward, I think there's still momentum left, and maybe Godrej Consumer Products would be able to take it forward. And as I said again, FMCG was able to move today. Similarly, Gujarat Gas also, it seems like ये 1700 700 के आसपास ही डांस कर रही है, and it's stuck in a box between 700 and 750. Let's see if it is able to break the box. With G, let's go for H. In H, we have HDFC. कल हमने इसके बारे में discuss किया था how HDFC is a trade for us, and we took the trade, and you can see from the morning itself it was able to close at day's high. Or HDFC was one of our contenders together with HDFC Bank, together with HDFC Life, or together with HDFC AMC. हमने 4 HDFCs के बारे में कल डिस्कस की थी और बोले थे कि अगर आपको किसी भी कंपनी में उतना रिसर्च नहीं करना है, just go and buy this these 4 HDFCs, and theoretically they all closed at day's high, and they were able to give us a good move. Other than HDFC AMC is also going for 3100 target जो हमारा है, and I think going forward it might be even able to move past it. So have a look at HDFC AMC, as it seems like a very good candidate for the next up move. Hindustan Unilever is also inching higher every day, and this is a very good strong structure. जब तक 2600 के नीचे closing नहीं आती, the structure is still strong. Hindalco, we knew 450 was a very strong resistance, और हमने Hindalco we selected Hindalco, Divi's Lab, and Ultrachem as 3 FNO stocks for positional trade over the weekend. और Hindalco हमारा 450 का जो target है, this was already achieved today. The reason is pretty simple, that 450 is going to act like a resistance क्योंकि ये एक box में है. Until and unless a strong closing above 450 comes, it won't be interesting for us. लेकिन अगर ये इस box को break करती है, then the levels of 500 are definitely going to come, which is going to be the new 52-week high for Hindalco. So with this, we end all the H, and let's talk with I. We have ICICI GI. हमारा 1600 का टारगेट आज सुबह फर्स्ट 1 आवर में ही ये कंप्लीट हो गई थी, एंड देन आई सेड आई एम स्टिल मेकिंग पोजीशंस. मैं इन दिनों से मैं पोजीशंस बना रहा हूँ, एंड आई एम स्टिल कैरिंग देम, एंड आई थिंक गोइंग फॉरवर्ड इट वुड बी ट्राइंग टू गो फॉर न्यू ऑल टाइम हाइज, विच इज़ इन द लेवल्स ऑफ 1620 1630, जो जस्ट 40-50 पॉइंट अप के क्लोजिंग से है, एंड मे बी दिस would be a good trade hopefully. Indigo भी बहुत अच्छी एक move दी है. Indigo was able to close above 1800, so try to keep a look for Indigo, and definitely I will I think that Indigo is a strong contender, especially with the given sentiment. IndusInd Bank was also able after a few sessions to close above IndusInd above the 1000 levels. ये जब इसमें 980 में आई थी, तब मैं बोला था कि 980 is a very strong support, and this has always acted like a support in the past, and now I think अगर ये 1020 levels के ऊपर अगर ट्रेड करना स्टार्ट करती है IndusInd Bank, then definitely IndusInd Bank should be in your radar, and maybe going forward with the strength in Bank Nifty, we would be ultimately be able to break this 1050 levels and move forward. IOC was also a good trade. We were expecting it to face a resistance at 108, and because it was stuck in a box between 104 and 108. Let's see with the crude news, maybe something good will happen. Even IRCTC is in a box. So let's try to see if it is able to breach these levels of 2728 2750 this levels को अगर breach कर पाई तो else it would be continuing in the box. Similarly, ITC is also one of the stocks which, if you're interested, you already know the levels. You don't need me to tell you all about ITC. So with this we end I, and with J you can see Tata Steel we will discuss later. So you can see there's not much strength which has come in JSW Steel, and Jubilant Food is also trying to get some support from the levels of 3700 यहाँ पे, and it's stuck between 4000 and 3700. Let's see if it is able to give a closing above that, and maybe this will then start forming new all-time highs. Kotak Bank, with this we end J, and with K and L we have Lalpat Lab 4000 हमारा target था, and it went just 1 rupee shy of 4000. So this is still in a box. हम 3800 में यहाँ पे हम इसकी रिवर्सल के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, and the reason is it was after the downfall it was able to maintain for the 3-4 sessions. So of course a reversal was definitely up move was definitely in the cards, until and unless the levels of 3800 are breached on a closing basis. Similarly, other than L, of course LTI हमारा 5300 का target था, and it went towards 5325, but it seems like there are more positions which are getting added, and it's making new higher highs and higher lows. So going forward, this is a very strong structure. Try to see if it is able to get some support. If any weakness comes in IT, then maybe this level of 5000 will get retested, and that would give us a very good opportunity to enter. Other than that, LTS is also stuck in a box between 3500 and 4000 levels. I am expecting a 4000. Today it was again able to go towards 4000, but it closed near about 3900 levels. LIC Housing Finance was again 400 के ऊपर closing में ही interesting होगी. We were able to take the trade in LIC Housing Finance and also M&M Finance. Over here you can see. So both of these हमने trade किया था from 140 to 160 ये आ गई है, and similarly here you can see from 380 it's very near to 400 levels. It's just a matter of 4 sessions. Just like Cholafin also you can see Cholafin went for 550 which was our target. So these are all the trades which we have in L. From M we already discussed M&M Finance just 1 minute ago. Other than that, Manappuram also seems like getting ready for a very good move. Try to see if it is able to close over the levels of 170 175 mega trade करनी पाई तो Manappuram would be a very good trade. But the good thing is after this drastic fall it was able to maintain this level, and going forward it seems like it is now getting ready to give us a new move in the direction. McDowell हमने कल डिस्कस किया था how 700 will act like a support, and this is exactly what happened. So today it was able to move a little bit, and let's see how this moves. Metropolis 2800 was closing level. मैं बोल रहा हूँ 2800 में close होने से we will be going long in Metropolis. Till then it's actually stuck between 2600 and 2800, and still today it was not able to give us that closing. And of course MFSL is one of the companies जिसमें मेरे positions हैं, and I am expecting 1100 levels, and then if a breakout comes then 1200 is definitely in the vicinity. MGL also it seems like there's some interest in MGL from the lower levels, and it was able to but it's stuck in a box. So let's see if it's able to break the box. Similarly, Mindtree is giving us a very good consolidation phase, and it is dancing around about 35 levels, 3500 levels. And going forward, अगर IT में strength आई, then definitely keep a track on COFORGE as we earlier discussed, and definitely Mindtree. And also Naukri हमारा 6000 target था, ये भी आज हो गई है. Other than that in M there is not much. Emphasis we talked about Emphasis earlier, and here it was at least there was a drastic fall, but it was able to maintain at least the levels of 2800. So we would be it would be interesting for us to see how it moves from here. Just a moment, I have a particular counter for AU Bank, and this was exactly जब मैं बोला था कि AU Bank अगर 1250 levels को अगर hold कर पाई, so this might be able to move forward. So today it went towards 1300, but it was not able to close above 1300. So the reason I talked about AU Bank is you can see the structure in AU Bank is very similar to Emphasis, and so ये जो trades आती हैं, they are all similar trades, and so you can use one chart pattern to understand how the other one will act. But with this Muthoot Finance 1500 के ऊपर closing दिया, which is good. Box में थी बहुत दिनों से. Let's see how Muthoot is going to move. As of the end of today, there is not much of trading positions or momentum ऐसी भी अभी develop हुई नहीं है, but you never know. Tomorrow is a new day and new positions can get added and something can happen. नाम इंडिया हम यहाँ से हम 380 से हम खरीद के 400 में बेच रहे थे, and today you can see then we added when it was able to close above 400 on this particular day, and from there you can see it went towards the levels of 420, and I think going forward Nam India is definitely going for its all-time high. So definitely you should be keeping Nam India in your list, and this is one of the companies जो reputed भी है, and definitely it seems like the positions getting added. Naukri 6000 हमारा short term target था. This was done. Now we are waiting for some next consolidation phase, and after that we would be taking our next steps. Nestle India is also consolidating at 20,000, and maybe if it is able to take out this particular level, so 22,000 is the next target. National Alum 71 यहाँ पे आई थी, and from there it's now very near to 90. I think 90 will act like a resistance, and then between it will start trading between 80 and 90 in a box. But let's see, you never know how this market is going to behave. The last stock we want to talk about is NMDC. ये भी 160 के ऊपर closing में ही हम इस पे अपना focus करेंगे. Till then it's not of much of an interest to us. It seems like it would be able to move tomorrow, so just try to keep a watch on this. Let's do a quick look at all the stocks in ONP. So Page Industry is in a box, and ONGC आज 118 तोड़ के 120 में closing दी है. I think this is on a multi-session high. Definitely ONGC आज मैं सुबह ट्वीट किया था जब भी 118 में था कि this is going for 125, and I'm still sticking with my targets, but going forward it can even try to go towards the levels of 129, which will be or 52-week high for ONGC. And in P we have PFC, which was able to close at 130, so this also seems like a very good reversal candidate, and let's see if it is because on a very top higher level it's stuck in a box between 135 and 125. जब तक ये box break होके closing नहीं आती है, that won't be of interest to us. PR Industries, it made an all-time high, and we were creating positions from here. If you remember, this was already discussed in earlier days of how I'm carrying positions, and today our target was all-time high, and it blasted the old all-time high, and it went towards 3390 levels, which is like awesome, and it closed just shy of 3300. I think going forward we would be it would be interesting to see if we are able to go towards 3350, and then eventually 3400 levels would be of interest to us. In general हमारा short-term target 3350 level ही था, and this was already reached today. Power Grid is also dancing between 170 and 180. You can see on this particular day, I talked about on this particular day how the structure is going to get weaker, and theoretically you can see it has corrected towards the levels of 170, and now it's just trying to move past 180. So maybe tomorrow is the day where we would be tracking it. With this we come to R, and with R we have RBL Bank, which is trying to reverse from 160, try to see if it is able to move towards 180. Other than that, most of the stocks they are just consolidating. Of course, Reliance is going towards 2280 levels, and that would be a very good short-term target for all the long positions. It has moved really good, but you never know, in a bull market this can keep on continuing. With this we come to S. Sale was able to close above 120 levels. Sale में हमारा 120 was we discussed it how 120 was going to be a very good strong support, and this is what has happened. ये 115 में जब dip किया था, we talked about how positions can be added for medium term, and from there you can see we are already up 4%, and I am expecting more out of it. SBI Life में हमारा 1200 का target था, today it went towards 1199, and this was actually also a good trade. हम ये 1150 के breakout से हम इसमें positions बना के बैठे थे. State Bank of India was in a box, and now you can see today it was able to break this 420 closing, and going forward I think the levels of 430 is in the vicinity. State Bank of India I already discussed in my previous video today, and वो आपको upper right hand corner में मिल जाएगी. So with S we have the next one. SRF also made an all-time high. हमारी SRF की टारगेट 9800 की थी, और ये आज उस लेवल्स पे गई भी थी, एंड नाउ वी आर जस्ट वेटिंग फॉर कंसोलिडेशन, एंड वी आर गोइंग टू सी व्हाट द नेक्स्ट मूव दिस कंपनी इज गोइंग टू मेक. Siemens is definitely one of the trades which should be in your radar together with Havels. ये दोनों companies has been consolidating, and definitely Siemens seems like a very good candidate which can go for its all-time high at and can move towards a level of 2400. Shriram Transport Finance also looks really good, and if 1350 levels के ऊपर अगर closing देती है, so you can see after a lot of sessions it was finally able to close above 1300, जो हमारा criteria था. Now going forward अगर ये यहाँ से consolidate करके अगर 1350 types आती है, so this would be a good trade we would try to participate in. Sun Pharma 800 is a resistance. 784 हमारा entry point था, and from 784 today it went towards 795, and we were able to take near about 1.5% trade with this one. So let's see how this moves from here. With this we end S, and now we go for T. So Tata Chem, it seems like it's जब तक 850 के ऊपर closing नहीं आती, then won't be interesting for us. And also Tata Consumer is going for a very good move. Try to keep Tata Consumer in your radar, and definitely Tata Consumer may be slotting for much higher targets than we can actually imagine. Definitely for a short term the levels of 900 is definitely in the move, and so this should be in your radar. Tata Steel is one of the companies जिसको मैं positional trade पे के basis पे लिया हूँ, and this is also I created a video, वो आपको upper right hand corner में मिल जाएगी, जहाँ पे मैं Tata Steel, Canara Bank और भारतीय एयरटेल के बारे में डिस्कस किया हूँ. Tata Power went towards 130, and so we were creating positions from 125, and you can see मैं Tata Power के बारे में last session, that's on last week मैंने ट्वीट किया था on 127, and from there we saw a good move towards 130, and let's see if it is able to give a closing above 130. अगर 130 के ऊपर closing देती है, then we would be targeting new targets. Till then let's let's try to be patient. Other than that, Titan or TCS definitely is one of the forerunners in the IT, and you can see it's making higher lows, higher highs. Going forward, 3800 might be very well possible, and this structure is much better than what you have in Tech Mahindra. And so going forward, this is all about how you are going to look at it. From TORNTPHARMA is also one of the stocks जो हमारी trading strategy है. So buy at 3000 and sell at 3100. We were able to do it multiple times. Here you can see a very nice consolidation has happened, and now it is trying to move. Definitely you should be keeping TORNTPHARMA in your radar, and maybe going forward this is going to go for a breakout if it is able to sustain this levels of 3100. आज अगर ये 3100 के ऊपर क्लोजिंग देती, I would have been much more happier to take this as a BTST. TVS Motor is also trying to get a support from 500 levels, and maybe ये हमने 520 पे हमने ट्रेड किया था on this particular day, and from there you can see it's just lingering. Let's see अगर ये 525 के ऊपर closing देती है, and especially अगर 550 के ऊपर देती है, then it will be a good reversal candidate. Trend was able to make our target of 1000 plus. हमारा short term target 1000 ही था, and we were able to make a lot of trades from below 900 880 levels से हम इसमें trade कर रहे हैं. And similarly we were able to carry forward, and today it was able to make our 1000 target, which is an all-time high. Together with that, Torrent Power was also able to make 500, जो हमारा target था. We entered Torrent Pharma on these particular days, and from there we had a very good target of 5000 in mind, and this is exactly what happened today. Going forward, अगर ये 475 470 levels को अगर hold कर पाती है, so there can be more up move coming in Torrent Pharma. And the last sector or the last few alphabets, we have UV. आज हमने Ultrachem cement को we had picked out yesterday, and today from the opening itself there was a good buying interest, and from 7570 it went it gave quite a move towards 7750. So आज हमें करीबन कुछ 150 रुपए की अच्छी move मिली है, and going forward the closing was also strong. So going forward we can also see some good moves coming in Ultrachem. Other than that, UPL, Vedanta, this is a very weak structure. अगर ये 300 के ऊपर strong closing नहीं देती है, this can, and especially if it starts trading below 280, then there will be more downfall in Vedanta. Similarly, Voltas is also in a box. 1000 के ऊपर closing जब तक नहीं होगी, we won't be interesting for us. And also Wipro is a very nice consolidation going forward. I expect Wipro to give a very good move, definitely, and this structure is very similar to what we have also seen in other companies, just like, say, for example, Astral, as we earlier discussed, and also Siemens. So that's all, folks. Thanks a lot for listening. Hope this video about all the structures and all the important technicals of all the companies is going to help you. As always, please do leave a comment and like if this video was helpful to you, and enjoy your trading, and best of luck. Bye bye.